as far as a good candidate experience, that starts at the top. It starts with how is the organization from the top level perceiving incoming people? How are they treating their employees?
Yeah.
When it comes to everything here, it kind of seems like it really is that top stem coming down kind of a thing. Are there any notable examples like of companies where you've been seeing this, where you think like this is exemplary? I would love to see more companies doing things like this, that you've seen out there today?
I'm hard pressed to come up with some. There are recruiter friends of mine, dear friends of mine. We all know who they are. I mean, you know some of them. They're
got the same source on T-shirt that they've got.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, same crap. I know. We have the same, the same purple squirrels and stuff.
That's right.
These people are the lifeblood of their organizations. In many of their companies, I certainly can't speak of. I can only speak of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can only speak of when a group of leaders in the source community get together. We all feel the same way. We treat people the way we want to be treated. It's the golden rule. It really is. Yesterday was my 1-year anniversary at M&T Bank, and I find myself, we have a lot of internal communications, and today. And I might get in trouble for this, but who the hell cares? That's me. They know what they got when they hired me. Is our head of HR, Janet Coletti, spoke really passionately about how the company is, and she knows it because she's been with it since mid-'80s, right out of college. Mm. So she's grown up in this company. She knows the people cold. She knows, she takes pride in people who work for her. Mm-hmm. I'm older than her, so I have a different dialogue than probably other people do. I'm kind of like the honey badger. I don't give a, so I'll talk to anybody. But the way she described, what the bank is doing for its employees and its customers and its communities, that's at the top level. And it permeates down through the organization. I can't speak of other companies, but when I look at the news of which companies are furloughing and laying off, and I don't see their CEOs out there, saying something or doing something, that tells me all I need to know about that company.
So we're in the middle of the biggest unemployment rate that we've ever had, that we've ever had. For candidates that are applying for new roles, likely out of desperation, are there any telltale signs of this is a company that doesn't care? Anything like that? Anything that they should be aware of going into the job hunt?
Well, does the first contact make you feel good? Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't. When you're desperate, you'll do the bend over, grab your ankles, and say, "Please, sir, may I have another?" Because that's the only thing you know. You still have your values to uphold. I mean, don't lose your. It's easy. Look, it's easy for me to say, but I've been unemployed for a while. I know that it's horrible. There's you can't perfume that in any way, shape, or form. But you still have your dignity. And if you feel that your dignity is being mistreated, that's not the right phrase, but I think you know what I mean. If you feel your dignity is not being, got to help me with the words. I'm tired. I've been
respected. Yeah.
Respected. Thank you.
Maintained.
This is what happens when you're 61. You have CRS syndrome. Then it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better than the first touch point.
Yeah.
I mean, you have one chance to make a first impression. That's how you know. Do they make you feel good? I know my friends, we have a group, there's a group on Facebook, I think it was Mike Wolford from Nielsen may have started it, and it may not have been Mike, it might have been others, but there's free resume reviews. I put it out there are some Slack channels for up in Buffalo. I said, look, anyone here, if you need a resume review, if you've been furloughed, if you've been laid off, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be interested in M&T Bank. You just have to be interested in doing something. I'll meet with you. I'll have a Zoom meeting with you. I have several of those. People aren't even remotely connected to technology. I mean, that's what the good people are doing. And there are many of them around it. Torrin Ellis from down in Baltimore, he put out a call to action today. The people who are the leaders in this, who've been through this, we're putting ourselves out there to help in any way we can.
Hopefully you're not literally going out in any way that you can. Hopefully you're staying home and doing everything you can.
Well, of course, the one thing though about, many supermarkets have opened up 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. hours for those who are 60 and older. I qualify now, but I don't feel good about it. And I have some funny things to say, but not on camera.
I'm looking forward to hearing those.
Yeah, sometimes. No, but this is the most challenging thing that, folks of your age bracket are going to go through. And how you come through this, how you respond to each other is the telltale sign of what kind of leaders you're going to be down the line. You're going to be compassionate, you're going to engender compassion, humanity, hope, dignity, or just the opposite. Which one are you going to be?
It's kind of nice to hear you say that. On a lot of these episodes, I've been talking to people, what do you got? And they're mentioning, different tools, different resources, things like that. But I like hearing at the backbone of all of it is just be compassionate, be a human, because we're all going through this.
Yeah, as far as tools, look, if you're looking for work, I mean, my first, my best advice is don't write your resume. Don't dumb it down so someone in HR and recruiting can understand it. Write it to the level of the conversation you have on a daily basis with your peers, your +1, your manager, their manager, your +2, that level. Whatever language it is, whatever acronyms you use, as long as they're not company-specific acronyms, say them like that. There are people who spell out NLP. I go, come on, man. Are you kidding me? You don't have to do that. Make it technical, functionally focused on performance. And brag a lot. Don't worry about it. Brag a lot. The one thing that kind of bothers me is folks who say, well, I have to keep it on one page. I go, my job is to read your resume. What if War and Peace were one page? What if the rise and fall of the Roman Empire were one volume? It wouldn't have been the same thing. I told an engineer just before this one, he said, well, my resume with all the details is 6 pages long. I go, send it. I want to read it. It excites me. Anybody, if you've worked for 20 years and you got 5 or 6 pages of good stuff and you send it in and somebody doesn't want to see you because your resume is too long, do you want to work for that crappy company in the first place?
Not at all. I'm thinking if I go on a date and they say, oh, well, let me tell you about myself. Well, I don't want to hear all that.
Or you talk for 30 seconds and they go, I've heard enough. That's a pretty good analogy, though.
No, I mean,
has that happened? Has it happened to you?
No, fortunately not. Not in a while, at least.
Okay, good.
No, I'm actually quarantined over here with my girlfriend, who's a recruiter. So work.
God, no, really?
Really melting together.
Yeah. I'm gonna change my background. I hope you don't mind. I don't like this one anymore.
Let's see what you got.
Which one should I do here? I am gonna do. I'm not gonna do that one.
Like a Metallica album.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. More?
No, I think that covers a lot of what I was hoping to cover, honestly, today. Steve, anything else for the audience? Any shout outs or anything you want to mention before we wrap up?
Well, it's not a question of shout outs. It really is a question of, it happens to the best of us. You know, these are, you know, it's a pressure cooker. Undoubtedly it's a pressure cooker. I don't know about you, but, you know, I found myself, you know, getting short, you know, with the family, and that's just downright wrong of me. It's just the worst thing to do, is to take out your anger, your frustration. You know, when I see friends of mine being furloughed, you know, really fine, great people. You know, it hurts me, mainly because you know, I've been there. I know that it brings back that horrible feeling that I had when I was also, you know, laid off. But you know, just go and, you know, be nicer than you've ever been to other people before. You know, yes, please, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, whatever it might be. You know, kindness is contagious. If I can say it again, kindness is contagious. That's much better. You know, let that be the take-home lesson. We'll all get through this. You know, it won't be without bumps and bruises, but we'll all get through this, and it will come out the other side. And you know, hopefully some of us will be better, and you know, some processes will be better, and perhaps the industry will be better.
I hope so.
Okay.
All right. Well, Steve, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with me, and thanks for helping everyone out.
You're very, very welcome. And I wish I had a better back room, but I'm in a spare bedroom and it looks ugly.
You know what? The next time I see you, it's going to be at SourceCon. So let's put it at that.
Well, the next SourceCon is in Austin in September.
Let's hope so.
I say, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. All right.
Okay, man.
So good to see you. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Likewise. Cheers.
All right. Take care. Bye. Bye.